right, welcome back, everybody. We are so excited to have you. We are Colleen,
And Jen.
and we're at episode 113, lucky number 13. So I am so excited for our guest today. She is a former college soccer player at American International College here in Springfield, Massachusetts. She is the mother of two adorable little girls. She's a huge content creator, an NFL wife, and a caretaker for, I don't know, I think it was 29 animals I heard on your last TikTok
Too
on your
many.
homestead. Lots and lots of animals. So we are so excited to kind of have Sally with us today because I love how much she brings this honest perspective on navigating kind of all of this, right? Life, motherhood, being a wife, all of those things. So, Sally, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. Get a
We
good little chit chat in and get to know you guys better.
So much fun. So we always start talking about like what people thought they were going to be when you were a kid. And so,
Ooh.
right, what did Lily, little Sally think she was going to be when she grew up?
I think at one point it was doctor. I think every kind of kid went through that phase, hopefully. And then I wanted to be a pro soccer player, but life happened, so yeah, we're here.
Yeah. And you went to college to play soccer and other things
Yes,
too, to study as well. And so
exactly.
what did you study in college? Like, what did you think at that point you were going to
Oh
do?
my, well, so I went into college as a nursing major. So I came in and I was like, I'm gonna do nursing. This is gonna be great. And then family member actually ended up getting sick, and I spent some time at the hospital. And I was like, I'm not gonna be a nurse. This is not what I want to do. So I ended up switching my major to biochemistry. And at that point, I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do with this? I had no idea. And then I ended with a major in public health and psychology. So
Wow,
that's
really
kind
hard
of,
majors as
yeah,
well as
but
being an athlete. That's a lot of work.
yeah, but it was awesome. I loved it. I had a sports psychologist while I was playing soccer, and that's the reason why I decided I'm like, I really like what she does, so maybe I can do that later in life. But yeah.
Nice. That's actually what I studied as an undergrad. I studied sports psychology
Oh, that's so
because
cool.
I was working with the hockey team at the time at the college I went to. And
Oh.
it was really cool. But this was back in the early 90s. And as I started applying to PhD programs, I had all of them say to me, yeah, we don't really encourage women to do this because there are no jobs for female sports psychologists.
Oh,
I was
sounds about
like,
right.
oh, okay. So it's so wonderful to see women's professional sports really taking off now. And
It's amazing. It's I we go to Washington Spirit a lot. We're like big fans of them. Which I'm glad because we came from Michigan and there was no women's soccer team out there. So now that we are in a city that has one, we take advantage and go all the time. We love it.
nice,
Yeah.
nice. And you're raising your two little girls to be big soccer
Like,
fans too.
yes.
So fun. So fun. So I know I came across you on TikTok with all of your fantastic videos of your homestead and your life and this kind of incredible space that you have,
Hmm.
which is really unique for somebody who's the wife of an NFL player, I have to say. Because if you run into a lot of those videos, a lot of the other ones tend to be a lot more, I don't know, flashy, for lack of a
Yeah.
better word. Right. And I feel like you're doing this in such a different way than so many people.
Yeah, I mean, in the sense of flashiness, yes, and having the animals. There are a lot of women I would like to say that aren't on social media, but that aren't as
Yeah.
flashy as the ones who maybe are on social media. But um, yeah, we didn't grow up with animals. It started off with we want some chickens. Let's get some chickens. And then it was like, oh, let's go see some goats. Someone's selling goats. So we went and played with the baby goats. And then from there, it just like kind of kept growing. So now we're here.
So fun. Uh, and so when you kind of think about what you've been doing in right career life since college, kind of all of the squiggles and changes,
Mhm.
what's kind of what kind of surprised you the most during all of this? Like what's been the stuff, the changes that you're like, ooh, that was harder than I thought?
Oh, that's a deep one. Let's see. I think First, like moving, transitioning, like from when we were in Michigan, now we're here in DC. I think my biggest thing has been not being around family and like my friends and kind of just starting life all over again. It can get really sad in moments that are like, man, I wish I could just like have some close friends over today or um, have a home cooked meal from one of my family members or something. So that's kind of been one of the biggest transitions that I'm still getting used to. I think my husband is kind of more used to it at this point, but I'm still like, I miss my family and friends. And then also motherhood. Like we came from Michigan. He got drafted. I was pregnant. I was like 35 weeks pregnant when he got drafted.
Wow.
So we came and we were like, okay, we need to find us somewhere to live. Like we need a nursery. we, we need to plant some roots here. So it's just been kind of go, 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 go. So I had her and then found out I was pregnant again 6 months postpartum and had her in season as well. So it's just been a transition of football life and motherhood. But we're getting there. We're getting used to it and blessed nonetheless.
Sally, when you're doing those transitions, is there something that really grounds you every time that you find is helpful to kind of get your feet settled in the new place?
Um, right now at the moment it's the animals. I know that sounds like maybe a little cliche, but we have been well not we, but moments I'm like, okay, I feel a little overwhelmed. I'll go outside and just hang out outside. I know that sounds I don't know, but yeah, being outside, being with the animals, it kind of just brings you back to reality. And who doesn't love being around some animals? But yeah,
And Bruce. Oh my God.
Brucey Poo.
If
Yeah.
anybody has does not follow Sally on TikTok, you need to go do it immediately. Of course, because you have great content. But to see Bruce,
He is a character, very much a character, very sassy. But I love him. Yeah, my husband surprised me with Bruce for Christmas. Um, I had been begging him, and a lot of my followers were kind of harassing him, like, "You're gonna get her a Highland cow? Like, what are we doing?" So, yeah, he got me one, and it's been amazing. We've never had animals, so we're kind of just learning as we go. So, a lot of a lot of comments on our videos like, you shouldn't be doing that," and we're like, "Oh, okay, noted for next time." So, it
those
is what it
animals are
is.
obviously loved, right? And
Oh yeah,
so, right, if you're not doing every single piece of
thing
their
right.
lives perfect,
They'll be okay.
they'll be okay.
It's sort of like children.
Mhm.
No, it is like children, very much.
And you're trying to balance, right, 20 something animals, two young, adorable little girls, uh,
Mhm.
and a husband who has a job that for half the year
He's gone.
he's gone, right? Like
Yeah.
even if it's a home game, he's it's not like he's, working a 9 to 5 and
Yeah, he's
hanging out
gone
at
long
home.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, balancing that probably, like, going back to what has been, like, the hardest transition, that has been pretty hard. Not necessarily the animals, but just not having your husband around. Um, Back in college days, I mean, even college days, he was pretty busy, but having 2 kids and going through newborn stage both times while he's in, season, that was rough. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you do everything, but I will say having a husband who's very, active and tries his best when he even when he's exhausted, he'll come home and start doing dishes or vacuuming or whatever is left to do, has been extremely helpful. So, we're learning. We're learning together. It's definitely been a together thing.
That's fantastic because that makes all the difference in the world.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I had heard a phrase recently about being a married single parent, which I think is kind of I have a military background, so for military, that's very true of how we feel, right? When you're doing all these things by yourself, and yet you
Mhm.
are also married. So, what I was hearing from you is there are seasons for you where that is also kind of the case, where you're kind of doing all of those things, but it's awesome to have a partner that at least when they can jump in and figure out what needs to be done to make it a little bit easier for you.
Exactly. Yeah, we were talking about that actually the other day, like life after football, and he was like, "I don't want to coach at like a high level because it seems it's just like that. It's like I'm not home and you're alone a lot of the time, and not even just for me. Like it's hard for him. He misses out on a lot of milestones with the girls. So, um, yeah, it is difficult, but we're blessed. And it's kind of like hard because you come on here and say, oh, it's been hard. And then people are going to be like, oh, well, look at all X, Y, and Z. So nonetheless, we do go through things too.
Right. I mean, you're normal. Like that's
Yeah,
normal. You know, if you came,
very.
you were like, "Oh, it's great that my husband's gone for 20 weeks at a time."
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'll be questioning how great that marriage is going if you're really excited for him to be away for 20 weeks in a row. You know, my mom laughs because my we have a small lake house and out in the Berkshires, and
Oh,
occasionally either my husband will go or I'll go, and we won't go together. And my mom's always like, "Is everything okay? Is your marriage okay?" I'm like, "Yes, he wanted to go out and I didn't. Like I had stuff to do, or I
exactly.
wanted to go out there and he had stuff to do. Like we're okay." You know,
It's okay to take breaks.
it is. I think it makes for a great marriage too. Sometimes to have that thing that's your own and your space. So
Exactly. Yeah, now that he is home for off season, we're like on top of each other. And he sent me a text today actually. He's like, "Yeah, so after you do your podcast, you should get out the house and go do something." Cuz yeah, it's good to take time away from each other.
yeah. Are you ready to stop overthinking change and actually make it stick in 2026? We are excited to announce the Embrace the Squiggle Book Club, and we're going to be kicking things off with Atomic Habits on March 18th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. This book club is completely free, and you can register for it from the link in our show notes, or head over to embracethesquiggle.com, or check it out on any of our social media. So, I mean, thinking about, you're talking about how it's hard building community, how have you
Mm.
found community? I know, like I have a daughter and a stepdaughter who are the same age. They're 21 now, but right, that they're not little anymore. But I remember when they were little, the the plus was you kind of meet the other moms, right? That was kind of how you built
Mhm.
community. And then as they went through different stages of life, that community changed. But have you been able to build that community in your new place
Um
with your little ones?
yeah, yes and no.
Yep.
Like we have the Commanders girls who are amazing,
Yep.
wives and girlfriends. A lot of them have kids, a lot of them don't have kids, so it's kind of hard because we're all kind of going through of like the struggle period during season where it's like, okay, we're kind of all stressed out with our kids because we're alone, and but nonetheless, they're amazing and they are very much like family oriented, like from
Mm,
the girls all the way to the staff at the Commanders. Um, they prioritize family over everything, and it's been amazing. Um, but yeah, it's hard now because, for example, like we planted roots here. We bought a house in the DMV, and a lot of people go back home. So it's kind of great we have you guys around during season, and then everyone kind of goes their separate ways outside of season. Um, but but yeah, I have some good girls. They're really good girls on the team, which I love.
and that's hard. I didn't even think about the fact that, right, your a whole group of friends just disappears
Yep,
for
and you
half
don't
the
even
year.
know if you're gonna see them again in the next season,
Right.
so that's the next hard part. It's like you make some friends and it's like, "Oh, they're gone."
Well, and I
So,
imagine too with the homestead, like if you're, and you're in a small neighborhood, you've got all your neighbors, around you, but I imagine you've got land around you or a little bit more space. So you're not necessarily having that kind of instant community through your neighborhood as well.
exactly, yeah.
How do you kind of find people outside of the kind of commanders, ecosystem?
Truthfully, I really haven't that much, and that has been one of my goals for the season. I wrote down, like, I need to make some friends outside of football, in our area. But it was just hard because I was going through postpartum, and
Mm.
now that I'm like, okay, we're almost 6 months postpartum, now I can, like, breathe, we're not really in, like, newborn infant trenches anymore, so, um, yeah, that's the plan. We do have great neighbors, they're amazing. If we need anything, they're a call away, and they also have kids, which is nice, so
Yeah,
our daughters will go over there and play in their backyard, and yeah,
that's the
it's
best.
exactly. Take the girls.
Yep.
And particularly as they get older, I live on a
Mhm.
street that we always laughed. I'm like, I feel like I'm in like Little House on the Prairie, right? We live on a street where everyone opens their doors and the kids just run around outside.
Yeah, we
There's
love it. We live at the end of a dead end street. We're on a cul-de-sac,
yeah,
so we
say
can we can
yeah,
just let her go. Have fun.
excellent. It's one of the guests we had on probably a month or so ago was a woman who was a friendship coach. And
Oh, that's cool.
again, someone I ran into on TikTok and was like, this is the most interesting job I've ever heard of, right? People use coaches all the time for things. I do a lot of executive and career coaching, but friendship coach. And it was so interesting to listen to her and realize, right, none of us are alone in this. It's hard to make friends as an adult.
It's so hard. Oh my goodness. But I was just telling my husband the other day, I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Is there what is going on here? And even when you start making friendships, it's like I'm a very loyal person. So, um, and you don't know if the other person's going to be as loyal because you're just starting that friendship off. It's not something you've had since like seventh grade. Um, so that's kind of been hard too. It's like a trust thing, at least for me. Like I want to be able to trust you and tell you everything and know that you have your best intentions as well. But yeah.
As you were talking, I was thinking about the work Colleen and I do in leadership space and the strengths work that we do. Because one of the strengths that I have really high is relator, which is very much what you're saying, which is, wanting to really get to know people and be able to have depth with them and wanting to do that relatively quickly, like wanting to be able to have that connection early on and recognizing it takes time to get to that point and it takes kind of patience to get to that point. And I think that's the hard part about building friends as an adult is, as kids, I think the barrier, like the threshold was a little lower, right? We didn't have to, we weren't thinking about long term, but when we're, a little older, it's like, okay, well, is this worth being away from my kids to invest in time with this person? Do I feel like that's going to be a good connection with them? So I think it is interesting to see how what we look for changes as we age.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't know, at the end of the day, I think I'm a really religious person, so I pray a lot about it and God will bring my group of girls or whoever in eventually.
For sure.
And I think you'll see too as your girls get a little bit older, you start having you form those groups of moms that you start to, or parents that you start to hang out with.
Yeah, and that's the other hard part. I'm like, we're gonna homeschool our girls. So but we're gonna find some groups. We'll find groups that
Right.
are also homeschooling or like nature school maybe. But um yeah, because
But even
we're
things
like
like, gymnastics class or dance class, right? Those tend to,
exactly, yeah.
you'll start to find your people.
Yeah, my youngest is in swim class right now. I mean, my oldest, sorry. And she loves it. And I'm seeing the same parents there when we used to go. I'm like, okay, I gotta start talking to you because you're gonna be here as often as me.
Well, the friendship coach we had on, one of her pieces of advice was that when you meet people to like quickly get their phone number and then text them like pretty quickly. Like don't
Immediately.
yeah, pretty much. And she's like, don't
Wow.
don't wait a week, right? This isn't a dating thing where you're gonna be like, well, should I, how many days do you have to wait to the second date kind of thing? She's like, no, just reach out
Just
and
do
say,
it.
right.
Mhm.
Do you and your kid want to meet up to go swimming on Tuesday? Right. There's open swim or something like that. Just to,
Oh.
right.
I gotta listen to this episode. That's
Yeah.
a
Jenna
okay.
was really, it just gave me some ideas. And I remember right after it, I've been taking pottery for a few years. And when I went to the class that night, one of the women who I sat next to for 3 years taking class, I was like, hey, do you want to grab dinner before class next week? She said, yeah. I'm like, look, came home, said to
Look
my
at
husband, like,
that.
look, I'm making a friend, right?
That's gonna be
54
me.
years old, finally making some friends. But I think
I'm gonna use that line.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was really good. So what do you
Awesome.
think? What's next for you, Sally? Like, what do you see yourself moving on to?
Ooh, um, so before I had kiddos, I played overseas professionally for not too long. It wasn't the best experience. I was in North Macedonia,
Ooh,
and yeah, it wasn't amazing. So I came back a little earlier than I was supposed to, but um, anyway, I came back and I started coaching soccer, and I love it. That's always been. I'm like, if I'm not gonna play pro, I'm gonna be a coach. Um, and that's kind of been where I'm at right now. I just started applying to some coaching jobs, so hopefully I get one. I have an interview this week actually.
oh,
And thanks.
congratulations.
Thank you. And yeah, but I'm also it's like difficult because I don't want to take time away from the girls, knowing that one parent is already kind of not here as often. Um, so yeah, that's the plan right now. I want to start coaching, just get back into it slowly. I don't know at what level I want to coach at when I'm when it's all said and done. Uh, but yeah, I'm like, I have to find the balance between being a mother and then also pursuing my dreams and goals and passions.
And I think
Would
if you could figure out the magic answer to that, you would be a bazillionaire because I think everybody struggles with that, or
Yeah,
most moms, I think, struggle with that.
exactly. Yeah. And I
would you
think, oh, go ahead, sorry.
no, no, go ahead.
I already lost train of thought. Mom brain. You can go.
No, I was curious if you would ever consider coaching your girls. Would that be something that would ever interest you?
My husband says that I should, but I don't know. I think maybe when they're like really little, yeah, I'll have fun with it. But after that, I think I'll take it too serious, and they might hate me after every practice. So, we'll stay away from it when it gets to a serious level. But I would love to. Um, just for their sake. I'm not a big fan of coaching the younger kids. So, but yeah. I'm trying to figure it out as I go. I love creating content. That's definitely something I enjoy, just sharing our life. And the good thing about creating content is that, for example, Mikey and I just did a coat drive and we had 176 coats donated. So, um, yeah, it's cool, like, creating content, but I think going past that is, like, we have a network now of all these people who enjoy watching us. I enjoy interacting with them, and so, a lot of people came out from social media and were like, "Oh, we saw your post, like, we came out, we wanted to meet you and donate a coat," which I love. So we get to help a lot of people in return with what we're doing.
So for folks who maybe haven't seen you on, and now they're going to go look you up on your platforms, what would they, who I guess is your kind of target audience for the content that you're creating? What would they take away from it?
I think just mom life, farm life, and just doing it all. I think I try to post that a lot, like just like my routines daily, because yeah, it's part of me, and it helps with the chaos having a routine. And so I'm like heavy on I call it like a soft routine. It doesn't have to happen every day, but we like to make sure there is some type of routine. And yeah, especially farm life though. I think a lot of people enjoy that aspect, especially our Brucey Poo little cow.
He's just so cute, as are the goats and
Everyone else, yeah.
everyone else. Like, yeah, no shame to the rest of the animals, but Bruce is
No, it's
just
okay.
hilarious at this moment. So
Do the kids have a favorite animal?
Summer loves Bruce. Bruce hates Summer. So, um,
isn't that always the
she,
case?
yeah. So she will stand at the door and she'll be like, cow, moo. And then she'll go like, Bruce. And then we'll take her outside and she'll like try to run up to him to give him a hug and he sprints away. He's not having it. He's like, what is this thing chasing me? Yeah, that's her favorite animal.
Toddlers are scary to animals, right? They're
Yeah.
unpredictable. They move weird.
I think that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is he a full size Highland cow or is he a miniature?
Apparently mini, but somebody like DM'd me and was like, just so you know, that's not a mini. He's gonna get huge, but we'll take him. We'll take whatever size he ends up being, we'll love him regardless. But he was sold to us as a mini, apparently. I don't know.
Nice. And I think going back to your content, I think what makes your content so interesting to watch or so fun to watch is that it's totally relatable.
Yeah.
It's not like you're scrolling through and it's this absolute perfect life, watching you going out there with snow on the ground trying to get hay for the animals and or doing this when you had a newborn and a toddler and Mikey was in the middle of
Gone.
season, right? And thinking it's like I wanted to keep reaching out and be like, can I help you? Like I know I live 7 hours away, but
Do
can
you
I
need
show
help?
up? Can I show up and help you put hay out? Because it looks like you could use a little help. Um,
I get a lot of those. People who are like, please let me help. Even our neighbors, I'll get calls and they're like, hey, like I know Mikey's not around right now, so if you ever need help, please let us know. Um, but yeah, that is the reality of our life. And I think it's
yeah,
the reality of a lot of people who, like you mentioned, you had a background in military, so you understand, or people who just like have long hours, it's very normal. But it's also manageable. And yeah, I like to keep things really relatable because that is our life. There's no sugarcoating it. We have 2 kids, 29 animals, and life gets crazy on our end.
I think the truth of all of that, I think is super important, because then I think that's how people feel like they're not alone in that. If they're feeling that way too, and life feels overwhelming, and they can see someone else's truth, I think it's so important for us to be honest about what's amazing and enjoyable about the life you're living, and what are some of the other pieces of it, and how are you navigating it. So I love that you're
Exactly.
providing that for people.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the goal. People aren't alone in this, and um, yeah, and not having, like we spoke about before, not having the community as big as I would want, like in person when it comes to friends and family. I loved talking to my like people online. It's like a big part of it. And like I'll even DM people and say like, "Hey, how are you doing? Are you okay? How's life?" Like, yeah, I like to just keep in touch and let people know like I'm there for them as well, as much as they're there for me online.
Right, which is so helpful for so many folks.
Yeah,
You know, I'm sure there are
exactly.
many people who get the DM from you and they're like, "Wait, is that really her?" Right? If they've been following you or things, you know, it's you're big time celebrity for them to get in.
Yeah, even though I'm not big time or a celebrity, but yeah, to them maybe. But yeah,
Nice.
that's yeah, that's life lately.
Yeah. So if you had advice for our listeners who are like dealing with this like change and motherhood and all of that, like what's your best piece of advice for folks of, you know, how to get through when
Um,
like it feels like, I mean, you've had so many changes in just like summer's what, 2-ish?
yeah, almost
Yeah.
2, yeah.
Right? Like
Uh,
2 years you've had like 100 changes.
I know. When you say it like that, I'm like, "Wow, okay."
Or at least 29 with animal. Just 29 changes when it comes just to animals.
My biggest piece of advice would be to breathe. I know that's
Mhm.
cliche, but just breathe through it. And like I said before, I'm really religious, so I'm gonna tie it back to God. But whoever you look up to, talk to them, and like you don't have to hold everything on your shoulders. And to know that like it is okay to turn on Miss Rachel if you need a second. It is okay to step outside while your baby's crying because you're about to have a panic attack, whatever's going on. I've had to do that quite a few times. So, um, yeah, and just know that it gets better. I realize that I think that's what helped me with my second is that first postpartum and newborn trenches and all that with my first. I'm like, oh my God, is this gonna end? Like, I was looking at my husband. I'm like, what do we do? Like, what is going on with our second baby? I'm like, okay, this is gonna last like 2, 3 months, and then things will get better. So, they do get better eventually. And yeah, and I would say I always tell everybody this. Life is hard at the moment, but like, don't play victim to your situation. You know, whatever's going on, yeah, take a week, take 2 weeks if you need. Dwell on it and then tell yourself, "Okay, I'm gonna bounce back. It's gonna get better because no one else is gonna do the work for you." So, yeah, that's my biggest piece of advice. Well, advice, a lot of advice, I guess.
I love
I,
that.
what I love about that is really giving people permission to sit in it for a minute, because I think sometimes, to your point, it's like, oh, I can't acknowledge that. It's okay to sit in it and then set a plan for what to do next.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Thanks.
Love it. All right. So now we're going to jump into our fun rapid fire questions. Um,
Ooh,
and
okay.
by fun, I mean they're fun for me, but they should be fun for you too. Um, okay, we're going to start. Well, I don't know if this is easy, but okay,
Uh-oh.
here we go. We got 5 of them here. All right, your first one. Who's your favorite animal on the farm and why is it Bruce? Or why is it not Bruce? As somebody who's a Bruce fan.
I was
So,
gonna say, why is he your favorite animal? No, he
because he's
is,
just so cute. I just want to come and give him a hug, which I know he's not going to love, but I'll come brush
yeah.
him.
Okay, my favorite animal is probably boa, and I mean, I love them all. Like, let me start
Yes,
with that.
of
I love them
course.
all. My favorite though is boa, and it's only because he is so quiet and like timid, but he will be the first to go attack a coyote if needed. Like he's very
Oh, is he one
protective.
of the Great
The
the
Great
Big Diet?
Pyrenees.
Yeah,
Yeah, one of the big guys.
yeah.
Yeah, where his brother Rocky is very in your face, but he will run away if there's an animal that he needs to protect everyone from. So, I love Boa. Yeah. I mean, I love them all, but yeah, Boa.
Right. Of course you love them all, but you know, yes. They are very, very cute. You're and they're so white and fluffy. The first time I saw them, I kept thinking like, Oh, mud. I can just picture them rolling around in mud, and then good thing they're
And I
outdoor dogs.
no, it's like magic though. They will literally roll in mud and then I'll come back outside an hour later and they're white again. I'm like, how did that happen? I don't get it. It's something about the fur. I don't know, but
Nice.
um yeah.
If only the children could have that same ability
Effect,
to,
yeah, I
yeah,
wish.
really wish. All right, what's your favorite sport to watch?
Mm, soccer, 100%. I love soccer, yeah.
We won't tell Mikey, but it's okay.
Oh, he loves it too, so
Okay.
it's okay. He'll sit there and watch a game with me. Yeah, I mean, I have to say soccer or maybe rugby. Rugby's like really interesting. They're really aggressive. But
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. What are you bringing to the potluck? I've watched you cook
Uh,
some incredible, both
ooh,
Puerto Rican and Haitian food. So,
what am I bringing? Okay, I'm probably bringing arroz con gandules, which is Puerto Rican rice and beans. Um, and then for dessert, maybe like a tres leches. Yeah,
mm,
if I had to bring two, those would be my two things.
You're
excellent.
invited.
Yeah.
I got the pass.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Anytime you
going.
want. Right. You want to come visit AIC? You can come visit. We'll be happy to
Okay,
have you.
sounds good.
All right. So I saw you and Mikey got each other's names tattooed. And so one question we always ask folks is if you're going to get, like, what would be your next tattoo? If you're going to get
Ooh.
another tattoo?
Probably something for the girls. I think, yeah, I think the next thing would be, I don't know what though. We were talking about that too, because he wants to get like their footprints when they were a baby tattooed.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, maybe something delicate. I feel like I have a lot of tattoos currently, so I would want something delicate and yeah, I don't know what though. Not their names, something that represents them.
nice.
Sweet.
All right. Your last one is we always ask folks for a book recommendation, like either fiction or nonfiction, like anything.
Ooh.
Like if you, like, what's a book that you've read that you love that you tell people to read?
Um, I think so. My last postpartum, the Four Agreements helped me a lot to get
Mm,
out of like depression. Not, I wouldn't necessarily say depression, but
it's
just helped
hard.
me. Yeah, postpartum depression is real. Uh, but yeah, it helped me look at life a little differently. So, and like I said before, like not playing victim to your situation, it kind of helped me like, okay, this is like what I need to do to get out of this rut. So, yeah, I think Four Agreements. Has anyone else said that? It's actually like a really common book.
I was gonna say I have it. It's behind me on my bookshelf over there.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a
really,
great
it's
book.
definitely a great book if you haven't read it before.
Yeah, I'm not a huge book reader. I need to get more into it, but
I
there's
mean, you
one
have two
book.
littles, right? I mean, oh, have you read the to the girls Click Clack Moo, Cows That Type?
No, this is a book?
Oh, okay. I'm sending you Click Clack Moo after this. It was my
Click,
daughter's
click, clap.
absolute favorite book, and it's about people who live on a farm and the animals pretty much go on strike, and the cows type letters to the farmer because
Oh, oh no, don't give Summer that idea because she's gonna go on strike and end up typing it to me. That's her.
no, it's the cows and the ducks that go on strike, not the kids.
Yeah, I need
uh,
to read it. That sounds great. Yeah.
that was a huge favorite of my kids, so we bought it for everybody all the time.
Oh, I love it.
All right,
Yeah.
so do you girls have a favorite book
Book.
at this stage? Well, probably Summer, not KJ,
Um,
probably yet.
Summer has a Bible book, and it's like a kid's version of a Bible book. I don't
Yeah.
know the real name of it, but before bed, we have a whole bunch of books. She knows the names to most of them, but she'd be like, Bible, Bible. So that's her book before bed.
Oh, that must make your heart like
Oh, we
just
love
grow
it.
5 times, right? Every day.
Exactly. And there's a prayer in it, and at the end of it, she goes, Amen. So she's
Oh,
learning.
very sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. So we've talked about your TikTok, and so we know that's where everybody can go find you. Um,
Yes.
and any other place that you're,
Yeah,
oh,
Instagram.
yeah,
Same thing,
same thing,
Seliana
Sally. Yeah.
Sainristil. And we have YouTube coming up shortly, so you can catch us on there, more family vlogs and stuff coming out soon. We're just haven't done it yet, but they're in the making.
In all your spare time.
Yeah, yeah, we'll find the time.
Well, thank you so much for being our guest today. This was such a great episode and so many things that our listeners are going to take away from this. So
Yay.
we appreciate you, Sally. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Is it time for you to add a little squiggle to your career? Join us every week to hear from another guest talk about how they embrace the squiggle.
Subscribe now and find your inspiration.